Yes, people. Yes, people. We are back in the building once again. I'm sorry I'm late. The game has begun. We are here. I'm sorry I'm late. But we're here, people. We're here. We're here. 0-0. Senegal, Egypt. Semi-finals of the African Cup of Nations. 2 minutes in. Boy, I'm ready. Let's see how they start. There's Mane. Diouf. Niakate. Let's see how they defend Egypt. They've been really good in this tournament so far. Conceded some goals against the Ivory Coast, but still, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Big up to everybody who's watching right now. Make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribe button as well. If you're new, if you're on X, make sure you follow the account, retweet the broadcast, and follow Pros Only Sports on Instagram and TikTok as well. Offside. Here we are. Free kick to Egypt after the offside. Tangier. There's Yasser Ibrahim, the scorer of one of the goals for Egypt that took them through to the semi-final stage here. Rami Rabiot getting pressed by Njai. It's like a clash of heads. Ashore is down. Referee saying play on. Here's Mane. It's a throw in. Ashore is still down, holding his head. It's a bit of an arm from Idrissa Gana Gueye. Goes down. Doesn't seem like it's anything. Just a normal free kick. Throw in to Egypt. Here's Ashore. It's a bit of a wayward clearance. Headed away. Here's Njai now. Koulibaly. And there's a foul. And it's a yellow card for Abdel Magade. Just pulling on the shirt of Nicholas Jackson. Yellow card, early yellow card for Abdel Majid. Pulling back Nicholas Jackson as he was running free. And they're saying there was a bit of a complaint from Salah, Omar Mamouche as well, saying that was the first foul, but can't pull someone back. It's a yellow card. Free kick to Senegal. Diatta to take it. Crosses it into the box. Mane was free there, but headed away by Yasser Ibrahim. And it's a corner to Senegal. Diouf to take this corner for Senegal. Hey, the referee's doing too much, man. Just let it play out, man. Let it play. You got VAR, you got all that. Diouf takes the corner. It's a poor corner. And then the shot from Habib Diarra just goes well over the bar. The biggest thing I want to see from Senegal in this game is them starting with a purpose. In all of the games that we've seen, or most of the games, they haven't started with a purpose. Started quite slowly, maybe shocked into action by the opposing team, like we saw in the last 16 tie against Sudan, or in the group stage against Congo. They were given a bit of a, I would say, lifeline. A red card for Basuma in their game in the quarterfinal game against Mali. I mean, you would have said that, yeah, they would have won the game anyway, but 10 men makes it a lot easier with that extra advantage. A team losing their captain have already had 120 minutes in their legs after their last 16 tie with Tunisia. So, it's one of those types of things, man. But we're here, man. What can Egypt do, man? They came through a tie against Ivory Coast, which I wasn't expecting. They fought and battled and was able to keep them out to hang on to that 3-2 win. Mendy, long kick forward. It's going to go all the way back to El Shanawi in the Egypt goal. Here's Rami Rabia. And he goes long towards Hani, but Diouf will clean up. Goes back to Mendy. And there's that long ball towards Habib Diarra, but he gives it away. Here's a Shaw. Salah. Here's Mamouche. Ooh. You can see what Egypt are trying to do. They're going to soak up a lot of the pressure. They're going to be compact like they have been throughout this tournament. And then hit on the break. I like the way that Salah and Mamouche are now a lot closer together. And essentially, they're the two up front. They play off each other, which is great. Like, as opposed to how it was in the beginning where, Salah was just stationed on that right hand side. It made it very difficult for him to come into the game. He could get marked out of the game at times as well. Here's a Shaw. Gonna go wide to Hani here. He's got a bit of space here. And there's a corner. The ball goes out of Diouf. It's gone down. Eee. Diouf getting a ball from Hani, fully driven into the groin area. He's gone off the pitch momentarily as this corner will come in. Oh, sorry, I thought it was a corner. It's actually a throw-in. Mohamed Hani will take it. Here's Yasser Ibrahim, Abdel Majid. Here's Marwan Atia. Hani now on this right hand side, trying to play a 1-2 with Salah. Salah still got the ball and tackled by Papagay. Salah goes down under the challenge. Here's Nicholas Jackson. Mane. It's a throw into Senegal. Here's Diouf. The long ball forward towards Nicholas Jackson. Cleared away. Here's Niakate going to go back towards Koulibaly. He's going to go back towards Mendy. There's a couple players down in the middle of the pitch. Jackson's gone down. And I think that's Fatih. It's Fatih down. No, it's Abdel Majid. Both players go down. The referee initially told them to get up. So we have a stoppage in play with both of these players getting treatment now. So we'll see what happens in this game. First 15 minutes, I haven't really seen many opportunities at all. Both teams trying to feel their way into the semi-final. Obviously, a chance to make it to the final on Sunday. Who's going to make it? Who will be the first to stamp their ticket to the final? We've restarted play here with Niakate over to Koulibaly. He's going to go long towards Habib Diarra, but Njai will pick it up now here on this right-hand side. It's got a bit of trickery. Gets past two, cross into the box and cleared away by Abdel Majid. Quick throw from Diarra back to Diatta. Diatta with a cross into the box towards Mane. Can he get a touch on it to keep it in? He tried to do something, but it's gone off of him and it's gone out. Mohamed Hani. Clear up field. Egypt into no man's land. Koulibaly cleans up near Kate. Idrissa Gana Gay gives it away. Here's a Shaw. And there's a ball into. Ooh! Mamouche had the ball and get clipped by Koulibaly. Booked by Koulibaly. It's a booking. It's a booking. Ball was fired into Mamouche into the space. And you know if he gets a touch on it, he's away. And Mamouche does get a touch on it, but he gets caught by Koulibaly. It's a foul. It's not a red. He's not the last man. But he's got pace. He's got pace. It's essentially a cynical foul in that area of the pitch. You know that you're not going to get to it, so you might as well take the player out. He gets booked. And that's also a difficult one as well for him now. He make a rash challenge now in this game. He gets sent off for the second time in this tournament if he's not careful. So, and So Koulibaly's been booked. That means he misses the final if they get there. That's not good. That is not good. That's not good. So he could now he's missing the next match if they get there. That's not good. Free kick to Egypt. Just cleared away. Marmouche just not clipping it properly and it's offside. And Senegal will take a free kick. Mendy takes it long towards Mane, but they give it away here. Here's Nicholas Jackson on the edge of the box and he shoots well over. Ashore getting pressed by Idrissa Gana Gueye. It's a long ball. Need to be careful going 1v1 with Marmouche Koulibaly. Rami Rabia trips as he clears the ball and it goes out of play for a throw into Senegal. Koulibaly's gone down with an injury now. So now we have a stoppage in play. Captain for Senegal, Kalidou Koulibaly, is down with an injury. He's holding his groin. Literally just after he was in a chase with Omar Mamouche. Clears the ball, but it doesn't look good right now. Yeah, he pulled up. He pulled up after that challenge there with Marmouche. I think his game is done. To be honest with you, I think his game is done. From the way that looked, the game is done for him. He stretched it out. He's gonna try and continue. Diatta takes the throw in. Here's Idrissa Gana Gueye. Koulibaly's back on the pitch. It's youth. Idrissa Gueye towards Mane, but goes out of play. Thrown to Egypt. Mohamed. Yeah, I said this game is done. His game is done. He tried, like, from the moment he pulled up. From the moment he pulled up and you're doing up stretches out and all of that, the game is done for him. The game is done for him. The stretchers come here. it's over for Koulibaly. What a 5-10, what a 5-7 minutes he's had. Gets booked, is gonna miss the final anyway, and now it looks like this injury was ultimately gonna rule him out now for a while. I knew he was done as soon as they showed the replay and he pulled up, like in the challenge with Marmoush when he was chasing to try and clear the ball. That's it. Gets a standing ovation from the crowd. It's coming off, shakes his head. He's not happy, but it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. And Saw coming on. Throw into Senegal. Here's Mane. Papagay. Kate. Back to Mendy, who's out of his area. And here's the new man on the pitch who replaced Koulibaly, Saw. It's a long ball by Mendy. He's going to go all the way back to El Shenawi. Egypt, we know the way that they play. We know the way that they play. They're going to sit back and sit deep and be very compact and hit you on the counter. So you've got to bait them out somehow. You've got to bait them out somehow by, good possession, but penetrative possession, right? Where you're moving the ball from left to right, you're pulling people out of space, you're making runs. Like their midfielders should be overloading in certain areas, like just to make it more difficult for them to be able to defend the way that they do. If you play in front of them, they'll eat that all day. There's Mane, good feet from Mane, keeping the ball there. It's got Diouf on the outside if he needs him. He gives it to Diouf. Kate now. Going to take a bit of a leadership role in defence here for Senegal alongside his partner, Sarr, who's only 20 years old. Sure. Nearly. Here's Njai. His trickery is going to be needed against this defence. Referee, get out of the way. And here's Juve now. There's a bit of space now here for him. Cross. And headed away by Yasser Ibrahim. Senegal need to just move it quicker. They want to win this game. Can't move it slow against this Egypt side. They'll eat that all day. Here's Sarr. Goes back to Niakate. So ball over the top for Mane, but unable to gather. And El Shenawi with a quick throw towards Mohamed Hani. He gives it away. Here's Nicholas Jackson. Here's Mane. And the ball goes out of play. Here's Niakate. Sarr. Stepping forward from defence. Here's Diouf. Mane picking up a pocket of space in midfield. He's going to give it to Papagay. He should be really pushing forward. They give it to Njai now out wide. And then here's Diatta on the overlap into Njai. Just a little give and go, but it's been cleared away momentarily. Here's Papagay. It's going to turn. Here's Njai. He's got the ball now. What can he do? Diatta over to Njai. Tried to turn and spin away from Rami Rabia. He's going to shield the ball out of play. Good defending from Rami Rabia. El Shinawi to take this kick towards the shore. Challenge in the air by Idrissa Gana Gueye goes out for a throw in. Fatu to take it. And here's Atia now. Goes back to Rami Rabia. Here's El Shinawi. Here's Rami Rabia. Abdul Majid. Mane loses it there in the middle of the park. Here's Salah. Here's Marmoush. It's one of their first forays forward. Here's Salah. Here's Hani. Offside. Offside, and it's going to be a free kick to Senegal. Niakate to take this free kick. Mendy took it actually instead towards Njai. Is Salah. Marmoush, if he needed him, but it took too long. Is Idrissa Gana Gueye getting pressed by a shore. Is Papa Gueye. Good movement of the ball here from Senegal. Habib Diarra just showed too much of it. Papa Gueye goes down under the challenge. Referee says, get up, play on. Egypt now. Here's Ashore. Marmoush trying to turn Sarr, but loses the ball. Here's Idrissa Gueye. Here's Sarr. Niakate. Here's Idrissa Gana Gueye. Diatta. Just being patient, trying to find a pass. Egypt back into their shape again. That the movement of the ball fast is what's going to unlock them. Here's a great turn from Mane into Nicholas Jackson. Here's Habib Diarra is going to take a shot and it's deflected and straight into the hands of El Shinawi. Good defensive work by Fati there, just to get across. Stop the shot from Diarra. And here's Diouf. Niakate. Diouf goes down wide to Mane. Abdelmajid. And it's a corner. It should be a throw-in. Here's Papa Gueye, takes a shot and it's into the hands of El Shinawi. It was Fatty who was, oh sorry, Abdel Majid that was there. They've given it away from the goal kick from El Shanawi. Here's Diatta, Sa, Niakate. It's a bit of space for him to step into. Diatta there brings it down wonderfully. He's got Njai outside of him. Gives it to him now. Njai just slowing it down. He goes back to Niakate. Mane, Papagay. Nicholas Jackson stays on side with a good run. Gets past one. Ooh. Mamouche trying to break away. Referee says get up. And just a gay back to Diatta. Here's Sa. Diatta. Back to Sa. And Senegal slow again, trying to reset, trying to understand how to unlock this defense. And I think the keys are you're seeing the two wide men coming into the midfield and making it difficult. And here's Mane now with a bit of space. Nicholas Jackson by himself. Can he just took too long there? He took too long there. Because Jackson was there. Just took too long. Here's a show now for Egypt. Good turn. Great from Ashore. Trying to play a thread needle ball into the path of Omar Mamouche, but unfortunately defended very well by Senegal. Here's Papagay. Habib Diarra goes down under the challenge, and it's a foul. Late whistle there by the referee. So it was Fatty with the foul on. Fatty just challenging Habib Diarra. And we restart here again. 10 minutes plus added time in this first half. Not really any proper dangerous chances for either side. You know, Senegal have done well to move the ball and keep themselves going in this game to try and create some chances. But it's been good defending from Egypt, which is what we come to expect of them in this tournament now. I think they've only conceded 3 goals up until this point, so that's natural. As for Egypt, you can see what they're trying to do. They're staying compact, and then they're going to hit those balls into the channels for the likes of Marmouche and Salah to get onto the end. I like the tactic that Senegal have employed. Njai and Mane are coming off of their wide areas, coming into little pockets in the midfield, in advanced midfield, and driving from there, maybe peeling off into some of the channels and the spaces that they'll get in behind that back three for Egypt. Here's Diatta now. Can he go 1-2 with Njai? Is there a bit too much on the ball? Ooh, it's a little bit too much on the ball. Here's Salah. Mohamed Hani now. Towards Ashore. He goes down. Referee says play on. Here's Habib Diarra. Here's Papagay. Slows it down. Here's Mane. Here's Papagay. Here's Sa, Niakate, into Mane. Quick ball towards Juve. Back to Mane. Outside to Juve. It's only Jackson in the box. Tried to squeeze it towards him, and it's cleared by Abdel Majid. And it's a corner to Senegal. Juve G'ing up the crowd. Trying to hear their noise. Here's Juve. It should be Ashore just saving the corner. And it's a foul by Jackson. It's a free kick to Egypt. Just to relieve some pressure that they've been receiving as the momentum has been shifting towards Senegal there. So it's good from Ashore to just give them that breathing room. El Shinawi with the long kick forward. And it goes out of play for a throw into Egypt as they advance further up the pitch. Mohamed Hani to take it. Here's Hani. Here's Atia. Fatty with the looped ball forward. Ashore keeps it alive with Egypt. Here's Hani. Salah here on the right hand side, being tracked by Diouf, hounded by Diouf. Here's Mane, gets fouled by Mo Salah, and it's a free kick to Senegal. Two old Liverpool teammates just battling out to try and get the ball. Egypt players, and now there's the bench is scrapping with each other now. Got Egypt coaches trying to fight with the Senegalese coaches on the bench. Hossam Hassan and Papa Thiaw just kind of like saying, everyone calm down, calm down. They're trying to be peacemakers in this thing, telling everybody to just go back to where they need to go. So it's a bit going on. It's getting feisty here, people. Come on. This is what you want to see. It's a semi-final, man. It's an opportunity to get to the final of the African Cup of Nations. We can't be here. So, Mo Salah, it's a foul. Fine. No problem there. It's a foul. But then I'm seeing, I think that's Mohamed Hani who's down. He's holding his ankle. Yo, big up to NN, bro. Big up yourself, bro. Man said, let their beef be beef. Hey, man, I don't know what happened there. Because Honey's gone down. Look at you, bro. Look at you. Stop being salty, bro. So, Habib Diarra has been booked. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why has he been booked? That's actually mad. So, Habib Diarra will miss the final now because he's been booked. But I want to see what happened here, though. What did he do? What did he do? I don't understand. Hey, they put a Ghanaian in charge. They want to kill him because you already know what's going to happen. The corruption is going to be mad. If they win that game, it's big corruption. I don't care. Nigeria have been the best team in this tournament. They have been the best team in this tournament by far. We've restarted here. Here's Papagay. Niakate over to Sa. Diatta gives it away, but Egypt unable to capitalize. And Senegal pick it back up. Here's Diouf trying to go down the line towards Man. That's a great ball. And it goes out of play, I think, yeah, for a goal kick. Bro, you man didn't offer anything. That's the thing. I know for a fact Nigeria at least gonna do something. Like you didn't offer nothing in that game. I was disappointed in the end, man. I was disappointed, man. You man should have done something in that game because it was there. Like it was actually there. They weren't that good in the game. They ain't been good like in the tournament for real, for real. Like it's been, it's literally been Brahim Diaz and Inshallah, bruv. I swear. They ain't played the best football in this tournament. They haven't. Here's Egypt. Marmouche gets tackled, crowded out there. Yeah, I've been saying this, man. Diouf is quality, man. 21 years old. Obviously, if West Ham are involved in a relegation scrap as they are right now, who knows what happens to them? If they go down, he's definitely coming back up to the Prem. But the thing about it is, yeah, Nigeria don't need to worry about that. Nigeria, they've got enough quality here that they don't even have to worry about that. It's the other stuff. You man didn't do anything, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. You man did not do a thing. You didn't have a shot on target. You know how wild that is? Relax. You need to relax. Relax. 4 minutes of added time in this first half. Let's see what's going to happen here. So, a chance for Egypt to close this first half. Free kick. Mo Salah takes it. Ooh! Yasser Ibrahim was there on the in the center of the box. He was trying to get a little flick on. He didn't get a touch on it, I don't think. I think it's a goal kick, but he kind of ducks. I don't know if that took a touch off a Senegalese player. It's gonna be a goal kick. Bro, relax, man. You need to relax, bro. You didn't have a shot on target in the game. That's the issue. This is what we're talking about. Let's focus. His element GI. And Habib Diarra trying to push forward, but he pushes over by pushes over Fatty, and it's a free kick to Egypt. Mohamed Hani to take the throw in for Egypt. Here's Ashore, gives it away to Mane. Idrissa Gueye, Habib Diarra, Sa, over to Diatta. Here's Idrissa Gueye. Here's Niakate. Sa. Relax. He's actually played a lot for United this season. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? His youth, his Njai, Diatta, over the top here is for Nicholas Jackson. And he loses out to Rami Rabia. And it's a goal kick to Egypt. Yeah, long day. 40 game season is crazy, bro. A 40 game season. I've never seen it before in my lifetime. Mad. Mad. A lot of people's lifetimes they haven't seen a 40 game season. It's a mad situation to be in. But we wait. The Premier League will be back for me as AFCON is ending. And that's it. It's a free kick to Senegal. They take it quickly. Here's Nicholas Jackson. Njai takes over. Here's Papagay. Habib Diarra try to play it in towards Mane. This should be the last kick of the game, I think. I think the ref's going to give them a chance to take it. Diouf. Oh, why are these man wasting time? Yeah, it's so stupid. Why are you wasting time? It's dumb. Yeah, bro, we've gone over the time. You are stupid, bro. So the referee's blown the whistle for halftime. The Senegalese players are frustrated with the referee, but it's like, bro, we've passed the allotted time now. And they wanted to switch takers. So Diouf was going to take it, and he wanted to switch with Diatta, and the referee said, I'm blowing the whistle, bro. It's half time. It's so stupid by the players. I don't understand that. It's so silly. But here we are. It's 0-0, half time. Wolves have played more than 40. I think they will do at the end of the season, I'm sure. Because they've played some cup games, I'm sure. So anyway, but it is what it is. 0-0 half time. Senegal, Egypt. I haven't really seen that kind of quality in front of goal, like I mentioned in the stream earlier. Egypt, we know the way they played. They've conceded 3 goals in the whole tournament. So they stay compact, 3 at the back. They pack that midfield, and you know what they've got their danger men up front in Salah and Marmoush. They hit the ball into the channels, and then they make it there. But you're going up against a very strong Senegalese side who have lost Koulibaly to injury. Looked like he pulled up with a groin injury in the middle of the first half. He was chasing a ball with Marmoush, cleared it away. As soon as he came away from that challenge, he pulls up. He's holding his groin. He goes down, gets a bit of treatment, gets back up, comes off the pitch, comes back onto the pitch. A few moments later, he goes back down again. It's game done for him. And anyway, if Senegal make it to the final, according to what we saw on screen, he actually is going to miss the final because of the booking that he received early on in that first half. Another player, Habib Diarra, will also miss the final if they get there because he's also been booked in this first half. It's pretty interesting, like the way that they're playing Senegal to try and get in behind that defense of Egypt. Njai and Mane are coming off of their flanks and operating in that kind of midfield space just in front of the final third to see if they can pull their markers off of those areas and wait for overlaps from Diatta and Diouf on the other side. So that's pretty interesting. I need to see a little bit more movement in the midfield from Papagay. We saw what he was doing, box crashing in the game against Sudan. He needs to do a lot more of that. He needs to move a lot more with a little bit more purpose. Because I prefer him doing it than Habib Diarra doing it. And then Nicholas Jackson, he needs to do a bit more to link play a bit more. So he needs to drop off of that front line because he's not got enough to operate with those 3 centre halves, and he's getting tracked well by Abdel Majid. So he needs to come off of that front line, get involved in the play a little bit more, bring others into play. the likes of Mane and Jai, and then spinning behind and see if he can get into that space in behind. Like that's what they need to do. In terms of Egypt are going to play this game out. If they play the same way, they will take it all the way to penalties. That's probably what they want. They're going to probably get that one opportunity. Set pieces is big for them. We've seen it in the game against Ivory Coast. Set pieces are big for them. So any corners, any free kicks that they get around the box, and if they have the opportunity to throw it into Rami Rabia or Yasser Ibrahim, they're going to get that. They would love those opportunities. And then as the game is becoming a little bit more frantic and stretched, and that front line, that back line steps forward a few extra yards for Senegal, there's space in behind for Mamouche to exploit with his pace. So we'll see what happens in that regard. This is an opportunity for them to get to the final. We haven't really seen the best of this game just yet, and it's really down to Senegal and what they can do. Because if they score first, it opens the game up a little bit more. That's where we start to see the more frantic kind of nature, changes maybe having to be made. You know, the likes of Zizo maybe coming off the bench or Trezeguet coming off the bench. Like that's probably what we need for the game to be able to have some life. Senegal need to come in with an opening goal. But it's a very interesting place that we're sitting at right now. Let's see what these teams can do in the second half to get here. Big up to everybody who's watching right now, wherever you're watching. If you're on Pros Only Sports YouTube, make sure you're hitting that like button and subscribe button as well if you're new here. And then if you're on X, make sure you follow. There's 300 people watching live on X. Make sure you're hitting that like button on that video. Retweet your broadcast. Follow Pros Only Sports on X, on Instagram, and on TikTok as well. It's going to be a very, very interesting set of games for tonight. And obviously the later game tonight, Nigeria taking on the host Morocco for a place in the final. We will see what happens there. And then Saturday is the third and fourth playoff. We already know that if you are average, if you know about AFCON, you already know that they do a third and fourth playoff for the bronze medal. And then obviously the final is happening on Sunday as well. So still a little bit more football to be played. It's going to be very interesting to see how we get there. The game tonight between Nigeria and Morocco is going to be very interesting because of the backdrop. Nigeria, best team in the tournament so far from what I have seen with my eyes, playing off against the hosts who are going to have a lot of support and maybe a little bit of the refereeing going in their favor. Like, there's been a lot of questions surrounding that. We've seen the team of referees and VAR that's going to be appointed tonight. Should be very interesting to see what happens in that game. And what are we going to get? Are we going to get a North African final? Are we going to get a West African final? Are we going to get a mixture of the two? It's all to play for, to be honest with you. Let's see. I think Nigeria, being the team that they have been in this tournament, if they don't get there, it's nothing short of failure for them. If they do not get to that final, it's nothing short of failure for them. And then it's literally down to the final game. And then what do you do? They've been very confident. They've been on a mission. Can they get there? Morocco, same thing. The investment, the time, the effort of every single person within the Moroccan FA, the players, all of that hard work comes down to the next, tonight, and then if they get through to the final. Once again, they don't make it. It's a failure for them. We will see. As for these two teams, I don't know. It is a toss-up. It's been billed as the battle of the two ex-teammates, Salah, Mane. Both have not really been in the game too tough, to be honest. It's been a lot more about their teammates and what they've been able to do. Which one of them is going to be able to put their team in the position that they need to? Egypt have had the Mo Salah that we've all known over the years in this tournament. He's played really well in this tournament. He's helped their team get to where they need to get to. Mane's been a bit more of a periphery kind of player. He's played well, but he's not had the biggest impact on their team as opposed to like some of the other players. You look at the guys like Papa Gueye, for example, getting 2 goals against Sudan. You're looking at guys like Mbaye coming off the bench, Njai. Those guys have really shone in the tournament. Koulibaly. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the second half. I think you look at in this game specifically, Mane and Salah have been tracked very, very well by each of the opposing team's defenders. Made it difficult for them to play and get into their stride. And really what's happening, is just, a little bit of, stuff on the bench as well. In that first half, that was a very interesting thing. The coaches staff between both teams arguing, pushing, fighting with each other. Referee had to get involved. The two head coaches had to get involved and stop guys from getting too hectic in there. But it is what it is, man. Look, second half to come very, very soon. Big up to everybody who's watching right now. Look, we are ready. We are here for another set of games at the African Cup of Nations. Make sure you stay tuned, people. Make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to be back in 2 seconds. Yes, people. Yes, people. We are here. Second half to come very, very shortly. I wonder what kind of changes are going to get made. I don't know what will happen. I don't know if there'll be anything at halftime to shuffle things around for either of these teams. I think, as I said, Egypt are very happy to just sit on this. I'm sure they'll be happy to sit on this for as long as they need to, because at the end of the day, they have been able to keep Senegal out up until this point. Senegal haven't really created a really clear opportunity or created a level of danger towards their goal. So they're fine in that regard. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But let's see if Egypt can offer a little bit more towards that backline of Senegal. Can Marmouche or Salah get in behind and do something in the game to potentially put that pressure on Senegal? Because that's another interesting scenario. If Egypt were somehow to get that first goal, they've shown that they can sit on a lead. They've shown this already in the tournament. If you remember, all the way back in the group stages against South Africa, they got that penalty from Mo Salah. I think it was about halftime, and they were able to, and they were down to 10 men as well, and were able to keep out that South Africa team, who to that point looked like they had something in this tournament. They had a stake in this tournament. They were going to do something, but unfortunately, they get knocked out in the round of 16 against Cameroon. So I mean, look, it's interesting to see what's going to happen there in that regard. Who is going to strike first blood in this game, and which player is going to really take this game by storm? I wonder, man. The way that the Egypt have played in this tournament, they're gonna feel confident that they can keep out most teams, or at least, at the very least, beat most teams because they have a good defense. Even if they conceded goals against Ivory Coast, but were able to fight back and continue to win. So we'll see. We will see. That later game tonight's going to be good between Nigeria and Morocco. Let's see. And we're close to returning. Senegalese players coming out of the tunnel now. Egypt players to follow them very, very shortly. Here's Mo Salah as well. Let's see. Let's see what they can do, man. I expect the game to open up a little bit more. Senegal need to push harder to get that first goal. Yeah, and there's already going to be a change, actually. Mohamed Trezeguet is going to come on. So there's going to be a change at half time for Egypt. Since that's going to be interesting. Who's going to come off? Is it going to be Fatou to come off of that left hand side? Sorry, that right hand side. Who's number 13? Yeah, Fatou coming off, and Habib Diarra coming off for Lamine Kamara. I think that's fair. I don't think Habib Diarra has been great in this game in midfield, and I think Lamine Kamara gets an opportunity here. That's going to be interesting. And Fatou on the other side, it's an attacking change really, because Fatou's not the he's a traditional fullback as opposed to Trezeguet being a wide player, winger. Let's see what happens now. That makes it a bit more positive. Here's Ashore now. Here's Ashore. Goes down. Referee said play on. Idrissa Gay with a tough tackle on Ashore. And the ball goes through to Mendy. Some space for Diatta to run into. Kamara. Diatta. Here's Saw. Here's Niakate. Here's Lamine Kamara. Niakate. Mane. Kamara. Saw. Niakate. And Jai. Here's Idrissa Gueye. Njai. Niakate. And it's cleared away. Here's Mendy. Here's Saw. Cleared away by Abdul Majid. Here's Diatta. Here's Papagay. Loses the ball there. Here's Trezeguet going back towards his own goal. And it's cleared upfield by Abdel Majid. Mamouche to pick this one up. Given to Ashore. And here's Trezeguet now. It's a bit of room for him to operate in. Here's Mamouche. Here's Atia. Here's Mo Salah. Now the spell of possession for Egypt. They're going to be patient with this. Here's Rami Rabia. Abdel Majid. Here's Atia. Here's Yasser Ibrahim. Here's El Shanawi. Here's Rabia. Goes long into the channel. It's cleared away. And this is Idrissa Gueye. The ball into Nicholas Jackson. Out wide towards Njai, but Rabia just shepherds it out. And it'll be a goal kick to Egypt. El Shanawi takes, and here's Abdel Majid. Here's Ashore with a touch towards Salah. Here's Salah. Back to Ashore. Keeps hold of the ball. Went down easily. He was looking for a free kick. Didn't get it. And here's Diatta now. So here's Diatta. So ball in behind. It should be a corner off of Majid from Papagay. This is what Papagay needs to do more, and I like what he's done. Making a run from midfield just to try and get on the end of something. Zizo's preparing himself, I'm sure, because that can give him a bit more attacking threat as well. He might have to go for Ashore because Ashore hasn't really affected much in this game. He's getting himself involved in too much off the ball. The referee may great grow of may grow impatient of him. Here's a corner for Senegal now. Diouf hits the first man. Poor. Here's Diouf cross into the box. That's well over and out for a goal kick to Egypt. Looks as if we have a stoppage here. Probably getting some VAR. Here's Trezeguet. Long ball forward. Marmouche chasing to get on the end of it. Idrissa Gana Gay just marshalling him out of the way. Diatta infield. Here's Papagay. Can they move it quicker? Now here's Lamine Kamara. Slows it down though. Here's Mane. Here's Diatta. Njai. 1v1 now. He gives it to Diatta. Cross. Given away. There's an opportunity here now. They're sensing it. Senegal. Here's Njai. Nice from Njai. Step over. Gets away from his marker. Lamine Kamara shaped to shoot. He slips. Is Mane tried to do give and go with Nicholas Jackson there. And Egypt clear. Saw. Here's Kamara. Here's Papagay. Good turn. Mane. Nicholas Jackson. Gives it away. Lackadaisical. Is Salah. Turns away from his marker. Gives it away though. But so does Papagay. And here comes Egypt now. Sorry, Senegal now. Is Diatta. Is Kamara. Nicholas Jackson. Here's Mane. Up against Honey. And it's a corner to Senegal. The pressure is now beginning to raise. Diatta to take this. Mane. Here's Kamara. He's going to take a shot in the crowd. And El Shinawi gathers. Comfortable save for El Shinawi there. Shaw picks the ball up here in midfield for Egypt. Fati back to Abdelmajid. Mane picking the ball up here in defence. Here's Sarr. And here's Diatta. And Jai. And here's Sarr. Diatta with a long ball forward. And no communication between Abdelmajid and his defenders or the goalkeeper. It's a corner now to Senegal. Somebody's down in the box for Senegal. Pap Gay going down. No barge by Trezeguet. And Diouf needs to take a good corner here. All the corners he's given so far have been poor. Better delivery there. A little bit of a scramble. And they come away with it now. Can Egypt break? And cleaned up there at the back by Diatta. You would have been. To be honest, I don't think you. I think you might have. I think you might have. I think you have more. I think you have. You give them danger for sure. You give them danger for sure. They're not good. I know they're not good. They know how to defend though. I'll give them that. They can defend. But going forward, like they ain't really got much in midfield. Obviously, we know that their attackers are their attackers, but they need space and time. They don't get a lot of support from the midfielders, man. Yeah, they ain't had no shots. I know, because Marmoush and Salah are disconnected from their midfield. Their midfield don't offer anything. Yeah, man, it's literally this Egypt team for the last 5 years have been Salah and Inshallah, literally. And then Marmoush has emerged, and now he's becoming one of the main men in the team. But they don't have enough quality. They don't have enough quality. Because the reality of the situation is the thing that used to be one of their strengths. The thing that used to be one of their strengths was all of their players used to play in Egypt, so they all know each other. They play the league. They very good cohesion across the squad. But the Egyptian league is not as it's not as good as you know. You can't compare it to some of these top leagues in Europe. So That's something that's going to have to probably change if they want to be a better team again. More of their top talents need to move out of Egypt and go somewhere else. Man, like AFCON, you know. It's a free kick to Senegal. They take it and big up to Priyan. Big up yourself, Priyan. Thank you for coming through. Hey, that bruv, Mbappe. Here's Nicholas Jackson. Hey, bruv, what was he doing? He's looked off the pace though, by the way. He's looked off the pace. He might need to come off. I can't lie. Hey, let's not start. Man scamming. Scamming like Dr. Umar, bruv. Peak. Peak. Here's Papagay. Mane gets bundled off the ball. No foul. Is Atia goes wide to Salah. He's got a bit of space now, Salah with Juve. 1v1. Good defending by Juve and gets fouled as well. Malik Juve defending well against Mo Salah. Good defending there by Malik Juve. Mane trying to come away with it. Here's Yasser Ibrahim getting pressed. It's going to be a throw in to Senegal. Try to do a bit of quick play here. Here's Diatta. He's keeping it alive here for his team. Here's Njai. It's great work from Diatta there. Here's Lamine Kamara. Now here's Idrissa Gueye. Here's Juve. Mane outside of him. Trying to break down this resolute Egypt's defense. Here's Mane. What can he do? Diatta. Tried to swing inside and shoot with his left. Gets blocked. Here's Njai. It's going to go 1v1 with Trezeguet. Kamara just floating the ball in and it's not enough. Yeah, trust. It's looking like we're probably getting to that stage, bro. 25 minutes to go. Egypt might score with their first shot. If they get one chance, they might get in, you know. Because is Marmoush. Good touchdown there, Marmoush, to just hold the ball up. Just relieve a bit of pressure. He buys a foul. That's good. That's good by Marmoush. Really good by Marmoush there. Good play. And here's Rabia. Long ball towards Marmoush again. Good touch there by Shaw. Trezeguet on the overlap, but was just a bit behind him. It's caught between his legs, and there was a back heel there, and a Shaw fouling Diatta. Diatta slow to get up, but he looks like he's okay. They do stink. That's why we don't want to see them in the final, fam. I can't lie. Give me Senegal, Nigeria. That would be a final. Talent on show. Both teams going for it. El Shanawi with a poor kick out. Nearly put his team in danger. Trezeguet goes down there under the challenge. Won fairly by Senegal. And his Njai. What can he do? Is Diatta. The ball in behind. Papa Gay trying to do something. Is that a foul at the end of the play there? No. Just a Gay fouling Marmouche. We all know it's Senegal, Morocco. Hey, I said the only way Morocco are getting to this final is corruption, fam. They're not better than Nigeria. If Nigeria play the game that they've played throughout this tournament, they have too much. They've got too much to beat that Moroccan team. But time will tell. We will see later on tonight. Let's see what's going to happen in this game, because I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure we're going to get a straightforward ending here. I don't think we're getting a straightforward ending here. I think we're going to go to extra time and maybe penalties, because that's what I think Egypt are here playing for. Anyway, here's Nicholas Jackson. He needs to do better than he has done. Oh, he's been poor. He's been poor. Here's Papagay. Here's Juf. Mane. Gets crowded out by a few Egyptian players. Here's Honey. Man said bicycle kick on Nigerian setup. I'll be there, you know. Bro, you need to relax. Njai going past Trezeguet. And it's a throw in to Senegal after the clearance by Abdel Majid. They take it quickly. Here's Diatta. Idrissa Gueye. Here's Niakate stepping forward. Diouf. Jackson. Back to Diouf. Lamine Kamara. Idrissa Gueye. Diouf. Here's Mane. Idrissa Gueye. Here's Kamara. They give it away. Here's Marmouche with Salah. And they unable to capitalize there. Niakate with the interception there. And Senegal are trying to go forward again. Rami Rabia trying to intercept his Njai. Trying to get past him. And he does. Fouled. Nicholas Jackson ain't no Senegalese. That's the most American name ever. I swear he was born in Gambia. That's what I heard. I thought he was born in Gambia. North African style. Flopping times wasted. Bruv. 70% possession. It's crazy, right? 70%. 70%. But possession don't win you games, man. That's the reality. Possession don't win you games. Here's Jackson. He's been so poor today. He's been so poor today. He has to come off now. If you're gonna try and bring on Sheriff, man. Bring him on because he's gonna do something at the very least. Bring on Sheriff and Jai. He scored 2 goals off the bench in this tournament, man. Here's Papa Gay. He needs to do more like forward runs into the box or towards the box. That's how you get behind this defense. Here's Diatta. Here's Lamine Kamara doing that job that I think Papa Gay should be doing. It's a corner. Man said I ain't watching extra time. Hey, I need a snack before this extra time begins. Because that's where Egypt will play for that. That's the reality. Egypt will play for that. This is why I said Senegal needs to score first. If they score first now, it opens up the game. More frantic. If Egypt score first, they can sit and hold on that. Diouf. Allow me. Allow me. Allow me. If only Toye Young scored that goal against Mozambique, we could have been playing right now. He missed that chance, bro. I feel your pain. I feel your pain, bro. Trezeguet with the header. Njai. Here's Nicholas Jackson. Nearly gives it away. Here's Njai. Lamine Kamara. Egypt battling to just make sure that they get back into position, try and nick the ball away as well. They give it away. Saw. Gay. Diatta. Here's Kamara. Niakate. Diouf. Trying to cross the ball into the box. Mane and Yasser Ibrahim battling for that. Here's Niakate. Forward to Mane, poor touch. Here's Atia to Trezeguet. It's got Njai tracking him. Cleared away by Abdel Majid. Mendy comes out of his goal to clear up field. Rami Rabia, header towards Diatta. Here's Sarr. Man said missed that chance and never started again. It's true, man. It's so true. Here's Diatta. 15 minutes plus added time. Here's Njai. Idrissa Gueye. Here's Diouf. And here's Lamine Kamara into the hands of El Shanawi. Man said that you should go through the middle. The thing about it is that they're not doing enough. If you want to go through the middle, you need to have man like Papa Gay or Lamine Kamara running into that space from midfield into the attack, just to make it more difficult for the Egyptian defenders. But they're not doing that. They're not doing enough of it. Hani with the throw for Egypt. They give it away. Here's Kamara. Idris Gueye. Here's Jackson. Here's Kamara. Mane. Oh! And that was a good goal. He left Shanawi flat-footed. And that's it. Breakthrough. It opens the game up now. If Egypt want to stay in the competition, they actually have to come out and play. They haven't come to play. They've come to defend. Did it take a deflection though? Because the shot was flat. And here we are. Let's see what happens here. Let's have a look here. Did it take a deflection? Ooh, they saying offside with Nicholas Jackson. Is that going to be off? So Salah's comes through to Salah. I mean to Mane, sorry. And I don't think it took a deflection. Lamine Kamara took the shot. It gets deflected into the path of Mane. Nah, no deflection. It's straight through. Eee, that was a finish. I don't know if it took a deflection. But that is that. Look at Diouf as well in the crowd. El Hadj Diouf. He rose. Big up Super Nick. Good evening to yourself. I hope you're good. I think they cleared that. That's a goal. Yeah. Nah. It's the goal stands. The goal stands. The goal stands. Egypt are down. Egypt have to come out and play. They've come here to defend. Egypt have got 10 minutes plus added time to do something in this game. Otherwise, they are going to play third and fourth. Not home just yet. Here's Trezeguet. Here's Rabia. Yee, nearly slipped there. And Zizo is going to come on for Egypt. Rami Rabia coming off. Zizo coming on. They've been taking off a defender. They'll bring on an attacker now, Egypt, to try and push forward and get themselves the equalizer to take this game into extra time. Big up to Drizzy saying, Daniel Laye, we will be praying. Will we pray? No, I won't be. I will not be. I'm sorry. They're going to kill him. Because any decision that he gives against the Moroccans, they're going to kill him. And then the rest of Africa, for any corruption, they're going to kill him. So I'm not praying for him. Good luck to him tonight, though. Pissed. Big up to Drizzy. Hey. No shots for Egypt is egregious. This is not good. It's a long ball. Referee saying no, play on. He's in Jai. They're saying go. The Senegalese fans saying go. Here's Lamine Kamara into the box now. Try to cross it. Here's Papa Gay. Shot over the bar. He's leaning back. He's leaning back on the shot there. The fans were looking for. They wanted blood. Man says Salah, please rise. Yeah, he does. He needs to rise it. He needs to rise, man. Your country needs you. 0 AFCONs out of 7. I'm telling you. He needs to rise it. He needs to rise it because they're about to get knocked out and go third and fourth. He don't want a bronze medal. He wants the gold. Ashore coming off. He's not happy. Mustafa Mohammed coming on. They're throwing the kitchen sink at it now, Egypt, though, because Mustafa Mohammed's a striker. So you've got the 3 up front. Well, you could even say 5 because Zizo's an attacker and so is Trezeguet. So they're just going for it now. They have to figure it out amongst themselves. Let's see how they do it. Marmoush is going onto the left-hand side. Mustafa Mohammed in the middle. Mo Salah is up on the right-hand side. They're pushing forward. They step forward, and now you can see Senegal have stepped back into their shape. They're going to try and hold on to this. There's some space in behind for Marmoush. Up against 1v1 against Diatta. It goes out for a corner to Egypt. Zizo to take it. They should have left it. They should have left it. If he left it now, Mo Salah was right there at the far post. This is Jackson. Yeah, he needs to come off. He's been poor. He's been awful today. I can't lie. He will not be starting the final. If they get there. That one I know for sure. And Jai also off. Sheriff and Jai and Ismail Assar are on. First attempt in the 84th minute. I'm telling you, first attempt, 84th minute, crazy. And then man have someone a bit. Yeah, man. Yo, big up to yourself, man. I wanted them out because the tactics that they employed here in this game specifically, I mean, we've seen it throughout the whole tournament. They've played like this and they've been able to get through. The brilliance of Salah, Marmoush, they've carried their nation to get to the semi-finals, but it's not enough in this kind of game. You can't defend for your lives. They were playing for extra time. They were playing for extra time, and now I think that's Mane down. It's a free kick to Egypt, though. I think, is that Mane down with the injury? Yeah, it is Mane down with the injury. Bro, don't even, bro. I was actually pissed off at Ivory Coast in that game. They should have done the business, man. They shouldn't have lost that game, but they were just, they played too slowly in front of this defense. It was annoying. I know they're crying about time wasting. The game is over. You have to push forward, and then now there's so much space behind. Look at the Egyptians; they're upset, but you should be upset. You have to be upset because your team didn't come to play. It didn't come to play. Hey, El Shenawi, what are you doing, boss? Kamara. He was like he wanted to shoot when he should be looking to pass the ball. Here's Salah. Go on. It's a throw in to Egypt. Nah. The game has opened up now because of the goal. And that's what I said at halftime. If Senegal score first, it opens the game up. I didn't know how early or late they would score, but the late goal makes it a lot more difficult for Egypt to get back into this game. That's just the simple part of it. And they've now thrown the kitchen sink at it. Now there's 4 or 5 attacking players onto the pitch, less defenders. Can they actually do what they need to do? I don't think so. I think the game is done for them. I think they're going to be heading to the third and fourth playoff on Saturday to face who knows. But we know, well, I think it's no, is it Yasser Ibrahim? No, it's not. It's Abdel Majid down for Egypt. So we have a stoppage. Bro, what is that? 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 A man push you in the chest and you fall down like you've been shot, bro. Like, what's happening here, man? What is happening here? Sheriff and Jai and Abdel Majid tangle. It's a free kick to Egypt. They move it quickly. Here's Marwan Atia. Goes wide towards Mohamed Hani. Here's Yasser Ibrahim. Abdel Majid goes long towards Trezeguet. Cuts inside. That was Marmouche kind of operating in that free role now. Tried to squeeze it through towards Fati, but he's able to keep that. And Trezeguet will pick this up here on the left-hand side. Being tracked well by Idrissa Gueye. Yasser Ibrahim's going to cross it into the box. It's cleared away. It's going to come back, though, for Egypt here. They're pushing. They're pushing. Mustafa Mohammed rushing there. And they give it back to them. It's a ball in behind. Oi! And it's a foul. Senegal will take the free kick. Papa Gay just down with a bit of cramp. That's a good strike by Mane. It's a good finish by Mane. No deflection, low. Past El Shanawi in the goal. It's a good goal, man. Man said Salah moving like Jan, but what did he do, man? What did he do, man? Man, like AFCON, and Cease come on for Papa Gay. And we have 5 minutes of added time here for Egypt to try and get themselves back into the game. I said, not even a shot on goal. What are you praying for? 5 minutes of added time. What can Egypt do to get themselves back into into this game and force extra time? I don't think, based on what we've seen so far, they're gonna do it. They just decided too late to see if they can get themselves back into that game now. That's handball. That's handball. No, it's Trezeguet. Oh, given away. Picked out of the sky by Mane. It's an opportunity for them to just keep the ball now. Here's Saar back to Mendy. Clears it upfield. Mane gives it away. Here's Atia to Hani. Cross. Eee. They're throwing the kitchen sink at it now, Egypt. Here's Hani again. Cross. Eee. Zizo takes a touch. It was too heavy, though. Into the hands of Mendy. Here's Zizo. Cross. Here's Mane. Took a heavy touch there, but here's Sheriff Njai. Holds the ball up well. It just a gate out to Mane there. And it's gonna be it's another attacker. Mosen on, Fati off. Man said Egypt is gonna score. Who knows, man? They could. They got about 5. They got 6 attacking players on now. They're gonna throw the kitchen sink at this one. So in these final 1.5 minutes. Here's Zizo. Marmouche into the hands. Into the hands of Mendy. Last chance now for Egypt. Marmouche. Zizo blocked by Cease. Last chance now for Egypt. Headed away. Tried to turn. Referee says, get up. And it looks like it's over. They're saying, blow the whistle. The Senegalese bench is saying, blow the whistle. Long throw. And that's it. That is it. Full time. Senegal have made it to the finals of the African Cup of Nations. Mane saying, keep calm, everybody. We still got one more to go. But here they are. They've returned to the African Cup of Nations final. This was a repeat of the final from 2021, and they've been able to do it again. They've beaten them. Mane saying, calm down. Calm down. We still got one more to go. Senegal have beaten them by 1-0. Sadio Mane with the finish after 78 minutes. And what can you say? Egypt, you're going home, but you have to play. You're third and fourth. You have to play for the bronze, so you're not going home just yet. But well deserved by Senegal. I don't think Egypt came here to play, unfortunately. And when they went a goal down, that's when all the attacking substitutions came on, and you're trying to chase now a game that you weren't really in from the beginning. And so, unfortunately, this is what you get. This is the result. Egypt, they've done well to get to the semi-finals of this competition because they haven't played the best football, to be totally honest. As for Senegal, I still think their best football is yet to come. They've had one more game to be able to prove that they can play some really good football. It doesn't look like they've gotten out of second gear in this tournament so far, but they're going to make sure we're going to see them again on Sunday anyway. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Look, the big game is coming next. Nigeria, Morocco. Expect fireworks because I don't expect to be seeing a low block against the team trying to attack. I see both teams going at it. We're going to have an explosive semi-final matchup between these two sides. So make sure you stay tuned. Everybody, 600 people watching live. Big up to everybody who's been watching. Wherever you're watching, if you're on X, make sure you follow the account Pros Only Sports on X, Instagram, TikTok. Like the video, retweet that broadcast as well. Join me later in about an hour's time for that game between Nigeria and Morocco. And then if you're on Pros Only Sports YouTube, big up to everybody who's over here. Make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribe button as well. If you're new, hit the notification bell as well so you know when we go live. We still have 2 more games left after tonight's game. 3rd and 4th on Saturday, final on Sunday. I cannot wait. Big up to everybody. Mane rises for his nation once again. Mo Salah, empty. No AFCON for him this year. Maybe next year. I don't know. We have to wait and see. Senegal have these man's number says NN. Drizzy says, they're going to chase the ref. Probably. Salah don't rise for his nation, but Mane does. We're going to leave you with the last word, man. You are right. Big up to everybody. See you in a bit. Peace.